Hi math students, this video is to help you with checkpoint 4.6. So this lesson was all about adding integers being positive and negative numbers. And so they showed you a lot of different methods. And I think one thing that's helpful is just watching me do a bunch of these problems. So you can either write these down on your own paper, or I took a picture of this and you can print it out and fill it in as we go. It's your choice, but make sure you write these down because it's good to have a bunch of examples and also just to watch me do the examples. Okay, so negative 10 plus 7. So we have one negative and one positive. So we need to see which one has the bigger absolute value. 10 is bigger than 7. So there's more negatives here than there are positives. And there's so many different ways to do this, you guys, and I'm not going to do this for every single problem, but I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways. 10 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 7 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we know that when we have one positive and one negative, that equals 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That cancels out. And we're left with 3 negatives. So my answer here is negative 3. Now you don't have to do that every time, but if you come across one that you're not sure about, go ahead and do that. Or if you like that method, just do it every time. Okay, here I have 6 positives and 3 negatives. I have more positives, so I know my answer is going to be positive. So this one's positive 3. There's 3 more positives than there are negatives. 2 plus negative 14. So I have more negatives, so I know my answer is going to be negative. How many more negatives do I have? 12. Negative 8 plus 1. I have more negatives, so I know my answer is negative. How many more negatives do I have? 7. What if the signs are the same? If they're both negatives? Well, then of course my answer is going to be negative because I'm adding 6 negatives and 8 negatives. I'm just getting more negatives. So altogether that's 14 negatives. If you wanted to follow this method for both being negative, it would look like this. I have 6 negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 8 more negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So together I have 14 negatives. Negative 2 plus negative 1. That answer would be negative 3. I'm just adding these negatives together and getting more. How about positive 5 plus positive 7? That's just 12. 2 positives together equals a positive. You've known this for many, many years in your math career. It's the same as when you have 2 negatives. I just threw that in there just to show you that adding positives together, you never think, oh, is it positive or negative? You know it's positive. Negative 16 plus negative 1. I'm adding these negatives together and I get negative 17. Negative 3 plus negative 5. I add the negatives together and get negative 8. I'm just collecting more negatives. Negative 7 plus negative 7 is negative 14. So it's helpful to have all these examples written down, and you can look at these when you get to a problem that you're not quite sure about. So if you feel really good about this stuff, adding integers, go ahead and take your practice or take your checkpoint quiz right now after this video. If you still need more help, please call, text, email, IM. Send me a picture of the problem that you need help on, or say, I need to see some more practice examples. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And then you can take your practice checkpoint. If you feel good about it right now, go ahead and take that quiz now.